If you were to ask me, Samita, what is your favorite fashion accessory? No prizes for guessing, it's a scarf. You would say, why scarf? Because no other fashion accessory has so much variety in terms of color, texture, and techniques. And the possibilities, what you can do with a scarf, is absolutely limitless. Favorite scarf lady? Who else but Samita? And what does Samita have in her treasure trove, aka Deidaaecogiftsonline? Now, in terms of variety, when it comes to different kind of techniques, so we have the solid silk pashminas, the beautiful colors, and if you visit Deida web shop, you will find a range of pashminas in different colors. You should always have a few staple pashminas in your wardrobe. Maybe a black or red. Burgundy is a beautiful color, and on-trend colors. You know, it's very easy to accessorize with just on-trend scarves or little bits and pieces of jewelry. You don't have to break the bank to be on-trend. Just play with your accessories. Highlight your classic dresses with trendy accessories, and voila, you are on trend. So we have the solids, we have the jacquard pashmina paisleys. Now paisleys are a classic scarf design. They never go out of fashion, accepted worldwide. And historically, I don't know since when. I mean, I can give you a full lecture on paisley scarves right away. But no, don't get scared. I'm not going to do that. And of course, we have the funky animal prints. Who has ever gone past leopard prints? Then we have the tie-dyes, indigo shibori tie-dye scarves. This is a beautiful scarf and it's just flying out of the window. One of my favorites this season. And this indigo shibori tie-dye scarf is very much in fashion, but also a classic and a very popular and respected handcrafting technique. Then we have our Australia scarves, and this was a concept that started, I think, a couple of years back, but it's become so popular, and we've really worked very hard on these scarves. But mind you, these bottle brush scarves and a few others that we have in our repertoire has become best-selling Deida scarves. In terms of fabric, this is linen, my personal favorite fabric, the king of all fabrics. This too is linen. And then we have of the wool. Now that we are approaching winter, we would require a wool scarf, and mind you, a good pashmina can give you as much warmth as any other, if not more. Then we have the cotton scarves, all season, beach wear. I would show you a little later how to make use of these cotton scarves. They are so versatile. And of course, silk. And we also have a little bit of lace for chantilly lace with a little bit of wool. I would show you this scarf a little later. So you just have to jump on to Deidaaecogiftsonline and take a good look at what we have on offer this winter. Now, what can you do with scarves? I would step back and allow a good view of these two mannequins. As you can see, these mannequins are dressed not in garments, not in stitched garments, but scarves. So this floral pom-pom scarf on my right hand side has become an off-shoulder top, and the one on my left, another black, white and red pom-pom scarf, has become a little halter top. Now these are very versatile and these can be used as beach wear, excellent cover-ups for your bathers. When you're traveling, you must have a couple of these in your bag. With an oblong scarf, so this scarf is around, it's a rectangle, it's about 2 meters long and say about 70 centimeters wide. You could just leave it loose, free, with the fringes showing, but if you do not want it to just about hang loose like this, you can take it and tie it in a dead man's knot. So it's very formal, very corporate. Now you can keep the fringes outside like this, visible in front, or you can tuck this inside your blazer. This looks even more Maggie Thatcher. You know, scarves are probably the best tools to hide your imperfections. So if you leave it loose like this, it's excellent for hiding your mummy tummies. And if you wrap it around your neck like this, a little bit of a twirl here, a little bit of a twirl there, and kind of a soft loop around your neck, so that kind of hides your chicken's neck. Now if like me you have a little bit of chicken's neck developing, so this is your secret to hiding all those wrinkles. With a square scarf, fold it in a triangle and tie it around your neck like this. Tie the edges in a knot at the back. The scarf is a little flyaway, so the fabric is very soft silk. It's a little difficult to manage, but yeah, there you go. So, and you could have the edges free flowing in front, or you could tie the edges in a knot. If you're not a big fan of a knot, you could use a scarf ring or a brooch. You could just take the two edges through a ring, and that's it. That becomes another look. So you could play around with the edges, and you could do this, you know, tie it in front, or I would show if you want to have the Girl Scout look. So you could do this. It becomes a little gilet or a cape, and it's very elegant when you're, you know, you're wearing an off shoulder or a shoulder barred, a cold shoulder kind of dress. So you could tie it in front, and how good, you know, it looks so classy and elegant. And you can have a single loop. If the scarf is long enough, you can have a double loop like this. So you can build a little chain as far as you can go. So yeah, so there you go. That's your another look. So you can have it single, you can have it closed like this, you can have it covering your shoulders. So my blazer has shoulder pads, but otherwise you can cover your shoulders totally and play around with the two free-flowing edges. Just leave them like this, tie them in knots, one knot, single knot, double knot. No. There you go. So that's another look. A scarf is so versatile. So we have a black pashmina on a black dress. Too much black happening here. Black from top to toe. So how do you break the monotony of all black? Just take a scarf, pleat it or scrunch it and tie it tight and snug around your waist like this. So it becomes a belted dress. You could tie it also around your neck like a choker. If you're traveling, if you've forgotten your little bits and pieces of jewelry, take a look how good it looks. What about your hair? Forget your scrunchies, your headbands, your bandanas. A scarf can do pretty much everything for you. So there you go. That's your bandana look. Just have to tie it nice and snug at the back. Pirates of the Caribbean. Or you could have your, what about discovering your Jackie Onassis avatar, right? Very Audrey, one of my favorite, all-time favorite actresses. Very Audrey, very Jackie O, right? 50s and 60s. How about that? And I do not have long hair, but if you do, then this could be tied around. You could tie your hair in a ponytail just using a scarf. So this is particularly useful when you're traveling and you're traveling with just your carry-on baggage. So a couple of scarves and you are sorted. When I'm traveling, I always carry 3 things with me. I have to travel a lot for work. So for all of those of you who travel for work or travel for leisure, this is a good tip. Carry a dress, a solid colored dress. I carry a black dress, a little black dress. It's a must-have in your main wardrobe and in your travel wardrobe. And I carry a pashmina. It could be a plain colored or solid colored pashmina just to offset the black or red or burgundy or cobalt blue, anything like that. And then if you carry a pashmina, mind you, you will thank me for this tip. You will not freeze in the middle of the night inside an aircraft. You know those flimsy little blankets they give you, and you're freezing in the middle of the night with everyone around you sleeping and the air hostesses are nowhere to be seen, or you don't want to disturb them, which in my case, I do not want to, call them for little, whatever reason it might be. So take a pashmina and you could use it as a wrap while you are in flight, or when you're traveling, when you're working during the day, like, you could just have this. Look at this. I mean, how it immediately kind of livens up the plain solid black dress. And of course, you can either, like as I said, you can just leave it hanging like this, or you can tie it in a dead man's knot. Great look for your corporate meeting. Now, you finished your day's work and you have to go straight to an evening event. No time for a change of dress, maybe a little bit of a powder room makeover. And what do? So you don't want to be seen just in the same dress and the same scarf that people have seen you wearing during the day. Never mind, just a change of scarf. So take a chantilly, this is 4 chantilly lace and wool scarf. A little bit of, as I said, touch up in the powder room. drape the scarf around your shoulder, little bit of pearls or a little something, and voila, you're ready for the evening. Making a statement? You certainly are. This is a trick I learned from one of my clients. We do a lot of trade shows. And you know, when at trade shows, wholesale clients come into your booth and place orders, when they are going away, we give them a little bit of a thank you gift, you know, a giveaway, a takeaway. It could be a little chiffon or a silk scarf or a little pom-pom one or a cotton scarf. Now, I remember this client had come from New Zealand, very classy. She was carrying a black patent Louis Vuitton leather bag, and I gave her a scarf. Now, the moment I gave her a scarf, she kind of twirled it around her bag. So this was the plain bag, for instance. It was black. I don't have a black patent Louis Vuitton. And when she twirled it around, and this is how she, you know, kind of left the scarf free flowing. The bag, you know, it was all black, so it was lacking that little something. So the moment she did that, the bag kind of came alive in front of my eyes. And while she was doing that, I was just watching her. And I thought, oh my God, that's just an awesome tip. It's something wonderful to be able to do with your bags and purses. And I have followed this. I have done this ever since. Now, the classic rule of thumb is a solid scarf with a printed blazer or vice versa. So if your blazer or your jacket is printed, you go with a solid color. And if your jacket is plain, you go with a printed version of the scarf. But nowadays, clashing prints work. You can wear print on print, you know, even bold prints teamed up together. I mean, that's pretty much on trend and makes a fashion statement. But mind you, the more prints you use, the bigger these prints are advancing, so they make you look bigger. But at times, just play around, see what works for you. So if it's print on print or a weave on print, you know, you can, I love these jacquard, and jacquard weave is very, very strong. So the jacquard Paisley scarves, and look at the texture, look at the shine, and it's that sheen of pure silk. And look at how beautiful it looks on a printed blazer, because the weave is very subdued. It's not really clashing with the print. So basically what we all have to do is spin our own scarf story. So if you have a scarf story of your own, share it with Deida, send us a photo with a little write-up, and we will post on our socials, you know, maybe your photograph wearing a Deida scarf. How good will that be? So, write your own scarf story. Play around with different kind of scarves, blazers, dresses. See what works and what doesn't work for you. Why not? Send a photo of yourself wearing a Deida scarf to us. I'm sure you have a few Deida scarves in your wardrobe. And if you don't, it's time you acquired some. We will post your photograph on our socials. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now. It's time I ended my scarf story. I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Bye. Tootaloo.